You are tuned into the video game pharmacy.
Yo, what is up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of VGRx, your weekly dose of video game news, knowledge, and know-how. And I finally, after the second week in a row, got the intro right.
Nailed
on the
it.
First time.
Nailed the dismount.
Didn't mess it up. I did it when you were gone. I did it when you were gone.
Yeah.
And it was...
Well, we know the secret ingredient now. We all have to be here.
Yeah, I guess
Otherwise,
that's
it just doesn't
it.
work out.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know what to say. I babble on.
You try to sabotage the whole show.
I try and think about another show. Anyway, hey, Zach.
Hey.
Hey, Brittin.
Hey, man.
I'm Scott. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Scott.
We are back.
All of us are back.
All of us.
It's been
Yeah.
a month or so.
Yeah.
We are a
Off and on.
collective whole, if you will.
Hey, guys.
Wait.
I missed you.
Oh, I missed you, buddy.
I wanted to compliment you guys.
Zach's like, no comment.
I wanted to compliment you guys. So
Oh.
a 2-hour podcast is
why?
very long.
Okay.
And very hard
yeah.
to listen to straight because it's so long.
I bet.
But you guys did a really good job.
And what are you referencing to?
Wow. Thanks, man.
Your guys' episode last week where you talked about E3 and you broke it down.
We handled E3.
Darn
You
tootin'.
guys did
E3's
really well.
got nothing.
And then Scott, I just want to say, great job. You're very professional.
Thanks. I don't know what I did, but I did it.
Yeah.
I know what you
Cool.
did.
Oh, what'd I do?
could put a pin in that. I know exactly
Sure.
what you did.
What'd I do?
You didn't pick your phone up at all.
I
I know you couldn't.
couldn't.
You had to stay focused on the conversation.
I know. I would've
Every once
lost
in a
it.
while, if something bores you, you're like, "I'm out, guys. I'll be back in a little bit."
How do you know I'm not just looking at the document really
I can
hard?
tell.
You don't know that.
You're like an open book. I
Maybe
can
I'm
tell.
just reading all the old documents and seeing.
Oh, wow.
We
That's
can talk about this today.
dedicated
Right.
research.
See, look.
That's it. I'm
That's
telling
it.
you. So
That's
we can get you to
good.
focus.
Yeah.
Always going to be a better show.
What?
See?
But that gave me confidence, though, so I can leave now.
No, you can't.
Oh
then
my
you guys
God.
can do it
Don't
too.
even think about it. Zach.
Don't even look at me. Don't even think about it.
If we have a huge doc like that and not a moment's downtime, we can get through it. But if we had a slow week, quit throwing stuff
Was
around.
that you? What was that?
Yeah, that was me.
He's
What'd you
throwing
throw?
stuff.
I didn't throw anything.
Oh, you bumped off a microphone. I was like, what was that noise?
What I'm saying is, the news is easy. The banter is hard.
Yeah.
We need all three of us for the banter.
Yeah. I thought we did really good last week.
Totally, it was
Yeah,
fun.
you guys did really, really
You
well.
were
Thanks, man.
you were scared. You were nervous.
I'm always nervous.
You're like, oof.
I'm nervous right now.
So
move.
you know when
Shaking in my boots.
when you bring up something to somebody like a bad thing, right? There's you bring up the negative and you bring up the positive.
Why'd you
or-
wait till we were recording to do this?
Or well, hang on.
Okay.
This is good. This is good.
Oh, good.
You bring up the positive, then you bring up the negative, right? So
Mhm.
it balances out. Scott, how do you mess up the Keanu Reeves bit?
Because I was watching.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching a lot of stuff. Like
You got
I
the
could-
word wrong, right?
Yeah,
was
you
it-
did. I
Was
don't-
it you're
fantastic or amazing or,
Yeah.
or something? Like,
but you're breathtaking was the line.
yeah, that's actual.
You're
line.
breathtaking, and then he said, "You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking."
Yep.
But I wasn't paying. I just pointed it out as a fun little tidbit.
Hey, you got the point across.
We were talking about Cyberpunk 77, not Cyberpunk Keanu Reeves.
Same
Well,
thing.
You know, that's what
Yeah.
E3 is all about now.
Oh,
is,
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu.
Reeves.
Oh, I
That's
thought you were
what
gonna say
all
Cyberpunk.
of media is all about right now.
Keanu
There's
Reeves
some
is,
campaign to
on
get
fire.
Keanu Reeves in the MCU now.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
just want him everywhere.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the new Chuck Norris.
He's Hollywood darling Keanu Reeves.
What I mean,
Such a classy
like-
fella.
I like
Seems
Keanu
like it.
Reeves back when he was with Bill and Ted.
Are you guys looking forward to Bill and Ted?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, I am.
How about that other guy? What's his name?
Who?
Yeah, the other guy.
Yikes.
He hasn't been in anything.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no.
I think he
Yeah.
works at like a pizza store.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Good on him.
As
That's
a
awesome.
as the epic rap battles of history quote came from.
Mm-hmm. You don't know it.
I don't remember it. but,
Cool.
it had to do with the Matrix.
That
I'm
was
sure.
anticlimactic.
Yeah. It wa-
Take the blue pill.
No, it was a epic rap battle against Lewis and Clark and Bill and Ted, and Bill and Ted were like,
That's a fun one.
"You're the one who's Neo, and you're the one no one knows at all," or something like that. And-
You did it justice, man.
Anyway,
I gotta say.
so let's move on.
Hey, before we get going,
yeah, what's up?
we got a little trivia catch up to do.
What
Because Scott, you and I did not follow up on the previous week's trivia.
do we
The
do?
one-
Do
the
we
one-
do a question mark?
the
I
one- the
thought
one Zach
about I
asked.
thought about looking up the answer, but I didn't.
You
so-
didn't? Can you do it real
Aw.
quick? Because I
Yeah.
have one that I did last week. We could do that real
Yep.
quick.
Let's do yours.
While you're
and mine
looking it
first.
up.
Yeah.
Mine
Yeah.
was an E3 related trivia
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
And I said E3's been going on for 26 26 years now, I think, or 24 years.
Uh-huh.
And 3 of those years, it was not held at the LA Convention Center.
Yeah.
I wanted to know where else
I
E3 has been held.
I heard this, so I finished listening to the podcast
Wow,
yesterday.
you're dedicated. Cool.
And I was like, I had some places that popped up.
He said he didn't have to be super specific. So I think I said Texas, Chicago, and
That's a state and then
New
a
York.
city. You could, yeah.
You said New York,
Dallas.
Chicago,
I,
and Dallas.
I said
yeah.
a city would be fine.
I said, or I was thinking,
that's what I meant. Dallas.
Austin,
Okay.
Ontario.
Okay.
Oh my God. Man, why am I spacing?
Austin.
We'll see you guys
Ontario.
next
There's
week.
a place in.
They
there's a
went up
pla-
to Canada,
there's
huh?
another- no, Ontario,
did they?
California. But
Oh, okay.
I was thinking other places, Southern California. So I have 2.
Okay. You guys are thinking too big. You're
Oh.
thinking like giant, big cities, hubs
Yeah.
of things where they
Yeah.
hold a lot of conventions.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, it wasn't like that.
Was
So
it in Portland, Oregon?
In 1997 and 1998, E3 was held at the Georgia World Congress Center in Atlanta, Georgia.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. That was the 3rd and 4th year of the show. And then much more recently, I think in 2007, finding it, E3 was held at the Santa Monica Airport in Santa Monica, California. And that was at a time kind of like the crossroads we're at right now when E3 was being toned way down. Less people were attending, less developers were attending.
Well, you could only
it was
get
just
in.
less of a spectacle than
You
it
could
was
also
prior.
only get in if you worked in the industry. It wasn't a public event back then.
Yeah, I don't know when it went public and they started
Like 3 or
selling
4 years
guest
ago.
passes, but yeah, right. So there were various times throughout its history when it kind of shrunk down and became less of a spectacle.
Yeah, they're
They
like,
moved around a
hey,
little bit.
PAX is doing well, and they let people come in. We should do the same thing.
We could make money off ticket sales.
Yeah,
Why
for
not?
real. Why-
And we could irritate all of the press that's here to cover these games
Yeah.
and try to get word out about them.
Yeah, exactly. Just let some Joe Blow with 20 followers from Twitter post something.
I don't think they let it get as crowded as PAX though.
No.
So the show floor is still navigable for all the
No,
media.
no. But hey, that's a good segue into our first point of the day.
Wait, Zach, do you have an answer for us?
No, I don't care about Zach. Let's just talk about PAX.
All right, if you come up with it later, hit us with
I
it.
have it. Like, I
Oh.
mean,
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's,
I mean, you
let's
guys are
get,
just assuming and
I'm
not let
not-
me answer, you know?
let's get back to square
Yeah.
one on trivia. So you asked, what was your question 2 weeks
I
ago?
asked because I brought up Stadia.
2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And so the idea about what was the first cloud gaming service?
Yeah.
Yeah, then we called you,
Uh-huh.
and on the most
And you
chaotic
just
episode.
happen to answer for the first time in your life.
I knew what was going on.
So
It's important.
for a quick answer, it's called a G cluster.
G cluster.
And it was demonstrated at E3 in 2000, but it was a cloud gaming network over Wi-Fi, not over the internet.
Did it work
But
with a,
for-
a specific platform or something? What was it?
No. Well, for handheld devices.
Huh.
But the
G-cluster.
first one was like on live.
The first like kind of mainstream attempt at it, right? Was on live. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what Killian and I both said.
Yeah.
He was very anxious. He asked me at work after that episode
Maybe,
to follow up with you and find out what it was so he
Yeah.
could know if he was right.
So there you go.
All right.
2
cool.
trivia
Cool.
in one day.
Yeah.
New
We're-
record.
We're back to a level playing field. So hopefully one of us can come up with something for today's episode.
All right.
Yeah, Zach.
Trivia's fun. I'm a fan.
I like how I did come up with it. I did start the bit.
You just don't
Like,
care
all
anymore.
all the responsibility is still on me.
Thing.
Hey, I'll help you out, man.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Do my best.
All
When
right.
I can.
I'll come up with a question every
Please
once in a while.
don't.
Encourage him. We need this.
Well, I'll see you guys later.
No. Sit down.
I mean,
What-
like
What?
we haven't seen each other. We haven't been on the show really off and on. It's just
Yeah.
hatred.
We're all,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
all
Each other.
mad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all actually all
Gotta
hate
get
each
used to
other.
each
This
other
is the
again.
final episode, guys.
Don't say that.
Okay, it's not, but
It's the final
That's
countdown.
actually really sad.
it's gonna be the final
Yeah.
episode if Brittin doesn't
look
let
forward
us
to this.
write our panel sheet.
What's a panel?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh yeah, we're
We're-
gonna do that.
We're
We're
Can you
gonna-
like put your mouth in front of the microphone?
We're gonna do that.
Cool, thank you. I'm
Cool.
tired of adjusting my microphone, like the microphone, to account for you being like,
He's constantly sliding it up
How
and
are
down.
you today? I'm gonna be all the way over here.
You sound pretty good like that, actually.
Yeah.
Do you want me to turn up my mic really
Sit back,
sensitive
kick
and
up your
Please
feet.
don't.
put my lips on it?
Let's not do that. Hey, so
Okay.
you
Sorry.
said something about the first topic of the day. What is it?
Yes. It's I don't know. To me, it's interesting. I felt like we kind of touched based on it last time we talked, and I thought it was interesting. And I think
Okay.
you thought it was interesting.
All right.
Touch Base was my favorite 1980s punk band.
I'd listen to that. Okay, go. Last week. We talked.
Was it? I don't know what week it was anymore.
Oh, okay.
You know, I don't even know what we're talking about. Let's
Quit
just talk about.
derailing
Let's just
us.
talk about punk bands, okay?
Cyberpunk bands?
Yeah. Keanu Reeves.
Keanu.
The only one I need.
Welcome back to Keanu Talk.
Welcome back to. Where's Reggie?
Your
Watch?
weekly dose of Keanu
Where's Reggie
news.
Watch when we need him?
Do we have a Reggie Watch this week?
I'll check.
Okay.
I'll find out.
See if we can come up with
Anyway, so we were talking about PAX and ticket sales because tickets for PAX just went on sale the 30th of May.
You're looking at your smartwatch.
Well, my Siri also just activated when I said that.
Oh, okay.
I think it was the 30th of May.
All right.
I'm not
end of last month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the end of last month.
Okay.
And
PAX tickets, that's always an ordeal.
yes,
It always has
so
been.
It was because they added 4-day passes back again this year.
It's been 3 or 4 years,
It's
right?
been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So, they sold out within an hour
Right,
of
okay.
tickets going on sale, which is still a decent amount of time. Hours is still a pretty long time, but I'm sure the
Yep.
queue wait times were horrendous.
Oh, yeah, they always are.
And then Saturday tickets sold out probably about half an hour to an hour later.
Okay.
And that was just Saturday.
Yeah.
So then we sat on Friday, Sunday, and Monday
Mm-hmm.
until, let me pull it up here. I have the tweet on my phone. I should have had this done beforehand.
Nah, you're good. Just take your
Monday
time.
of this week
Uh-huh.
is when Sunday badges officially sold out.
So
That was
3 weeks later?
almost a month
Yeah.
for tickets. Like,
So for PAX, this is pretty
That's
significant.
odd. It's
yeah,
out of character.
because PAX tickets usually sell out within the first day. Like, I remember a couple years ago where that would happen. Like, if you weren't on the ball, you weren't getting PAX tickets.
If you didn't get in queue, almost literally within like 2 minutes, they'd be starting to sell out before you got to the end of the queue.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You
it
had
was,
no hope of a 4-day pass, much less like Friday or Saturday specifically.
yeah. So then you had to focus on getting from scalpers. When I first started
Yeah.
going, it wasn't like that. I was able to
Same.
pick up most of the days, like, just off the bat. And then in recent years, it started getting so busy
Mm-hmm.
that tickets would sell out within minutes.
Yeah.
But now we're getting back to that kind of equalization
So,
point.
yeah,
So
I was asking you, what do you think this means?
well, that's my thought. Is I think the fact that there was 4-day passes, a lot of people bought them up.
Yep.
So that means that people didn't need single days. So maybe that's the reason they haven't.
But
been
they can
selling so
still
fast.
only allow so many people in the show per day. And I think
Yes.
it's something like 70,000 is where they capped it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm thinking is. Do you think PAX is starting to? Do you think PAX is starting to pull back on the amount of tickets they sell?
How could
I
well,
don't think
that,
we can tell.
that flies in
No.
the face of what's happening right now.
I
Like,
know.
If they were pulling back, they should have sold out even faster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I just think this is like an exterior circumstance where they kind of changed up how they do things, and so now we're kind of seeing that change because it's something quote unquote new that
Maybe.
they haven't done in a while.
yeah,
So I think the fact that you're right that they have the 4-day passes, everybody's going to buy those instead of the single days. There's a lot more single days left, so people can go out and buy those single days if they just want to go a single day or just one day, or they can only go one day.
yeah. But that was never really an issue before when they sold 4-day passes. Like the single days would still sell out relatively quickly. So
Yep,
it's
this is still really weird, uncharted territory we're in.
Yeah.
I honestly think it's a.
Do you think maybe they added more passes? Like
no,
they're just
they
like we're just
couldn't.
gonna.
That place was way too crowded as it was.
Yeah, it is pretty packed.
Many hour waits
Yeah.
for a lot of the popular games. It's just, you can't add more people to that show floor.
Yeah.
I think it might be waning interest a little bit.
Do you think PAX is dying?
No, I'm not going to go that far.
Okay.
But there are people like me. You know where I stand on PAX.
Yeah, you hate it. You think it's the worst place in
My
the
first
world.
PAX was 2007. And I could walk up to any booth and wait maybe 10 minutes and play any game I wanted
I
to.
can do that.
And every booth you played a game at, you got a T-shirt or something for.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. It was so
I
much
can do
fun.
that now in the indie section.
Yeah, no, that doesn't count.
Oh, okay, rip.
And I got to see awesome people like Ken Levine on stage that year. Todd Howard was there.
My boy?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was great.
Did you know we went to high school together?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I knew that. You should introduce us sometime.
Probably not going to happen.
So it just felt a little more personal
Yeah.
back then. And now it's just gotten so huge. I bet there's more people like me that are like, it's just way too crowded. All I do is wait in lines. I've encountered all the people I want to encounter, at least seen them give presentations and stuff on stage.
Yeah.
So some of that magic is gone. Miyamoto's never going to come to PAX. There's not that glimmer
What
of
if he
potential
did?
down the road.
What if he
that
did,
would change
though?
everything.
Would you go?
Reggie's not going to come to PAX, even though he lives right there.
You don't know that though. Maybe
No,
he
I know.
might that he's retired.
Now he had to pick up some 4-day badges. Maybe,
There you go.
for him and his kids. Or
Do you?
something.
I highly doubt he would ever have to do that.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Like,
I'm sure
him
if
up.
Reggie like tweeted at the Penny Arcade boys, they'd
Yeah.
be like, "Here's some all access badges."
Probably, yeah, no
we
doubt.
got you.
I'm surprised he never gave a keynote there. Honestly,
Yeah, that
'cause
is.
He lives in Seattle,
But
essentially.
maybe he might this year. You never know.
Yeah,
He's
could be.
retired. He's not working at Nintendo, so he's
Well,
got nothing to do.
They guess they haven't announced their speakers and stuff.
They
but-
haven't.
And Reggie's been doing here's your Reggie watch.
Yeah.
Reggie's been doing keynotes right and left at like commencement ceremonies and just talks at various organizations. So
This could be his year.
yeah, maybe he's gonna do that kind of thing now.
Yo,
Maybe he'll show
Zach,
up at
tweet
PAX.
it. Tweet at Reggie. Tell him to do the keynote for PAX.
Okay,
Let
done
us know
deal.
what he says.
Cool. Thanks.
Tweet live right now.
I don't know. I think PAX will still be as amazing as it always has been.
Well, I mean, look at the rest of the conventions we have. Gamescom,
Yes.
E3, they all flux. They all go back and forth.
Yeah.
Look at South by Southwest. Some years South by Southwest is huge, and
Yeah.
other years it's like fluctuating, kind of like Loki.
Yeah.
So
But like the offering of E3 hasn't really changed all that much. You still have all of the biggest people there. It's not like Sony pulled out or something like they did with E3. So you still have all the big presenters there.
I wonder if they'll be
There's
there at
plenty of
PAX.
games coming out this year. They just announced that Cyberpunk demo is going to be playable at PAX, which is
Yeah.
kind of huge.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna play.
Yeah.
Pretty excited about it.
So I don't see any reason, content-wise, why PAX should be like waning at all. Why people should be losing interest. I
Yeah.
really just think it's outgrown itself, and people are a little tired of dealing with the crowds.
Yeah, I mean, I think that can be said for any convention though, because I've been going to conventions for a while now, and I've been noticing a definite like influx of people going. Maybe not even people who care about what's at the convention.
Yeah.
Just to say that they're going.
Yeah.
Like especially for like SakuraCon. Like SakuraCon used to be really small, and now it's massive and lines are long, and it's just really annoying to fight.
You
through
know what I'd like to
crowds.
see? So like we're in an era of new technologies and all these advancements and stuff like
What
that.
really?
We are.
Why isn't there like a digital queue system? Because like there's some booths at PAX that do that. Like you sign up and then they notify you when you're ready and you just go to the
Yeah,
booth.
Nintendo did that for has done that before, and then Resident Evil did that as well.
That's a good idea.
Why
Yeah.
doesn't everybody do that?
Are there technical reasons, maybe?
Probably.
Because you're shuffling thousands and thousands
But
of names through a line. I
Think
don't know if
about
that
how
gets
cool it'd
tricky.
be. Maybe increase the price of your ticket a little bit, but have a little tiny digital watch.
Right.
And then everybody stands in line, goes through and scans that, and when it's their turn.
I got an idea.
um,
Fast Pass, like Disneyland. You get a ticket to come back within a half-hour window, and you wait in a much shorter line.
Yeah, that's what they do normally.
Yeah.
Like,
the only
that's-
problem is then there's two lines, and the main line is moving even slower.
Yeah.
So if
yeah,
you
and
didn't
then
do
everybody's
Fast Pass-
mad at the Fast Pass.
Yeah, so it gets a little irritating, but it's a way to
Suck it up, get there
kind
early.
of schedule visits
Wake
instead
up,
of just having it all impromptu.
Wake up in the morning feeling like
Pick
P.
the
Diddy.
one game you want to play that
pick
day,
the one
and
game.
run as fast as you
Yeah,
can to get in
and
that
you
line.
better take your little legs and run.
That sounds real fun.
I mean,
for
that
your
is,
$60 per day.
that is what the Resident Evil game, the latest one that came out.
7.
Yeah, that one. That's what they did at.
That was
their-
a VR experience too
Yeah.
at PAX, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's what they did. They handed out little cards to people, and they said, "Come back within 15-minute window.
Yeah.
Wait in our line, play
was
for
smart.
15 minutes, and then you're good."
I think that line, because I was there that year, I want to say, I think that line was capped within like 20 minutes.
Yep.
For the entire day
Yeah,
of the show floor opening. That sucks.
I mean, it was just a VR thing, so it's not like you actually got to play. So
Oh yeah, okay.
you just got spooked real bad.
It's spooky stuff.
Yeah, spoopties.
Anyway, you're still super excited about
yes.
PAX.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still going. I would go every year.
I don't
So
know.
I mean, I go.
Besides, we're gonna have a panel next this year.
Oh, are
so-
we?
Yeah.
Don't announce that.
Sorry, maybe I should.
That's on the
So-
DL, bro.
Yeah, like our low key goal over the past year and a half was to get onto a PAX panel.
Yeah. Britain is
But
Maybe we could
very
find
much against it.
maybe we could find some other podcasters that have a panel and just kind of hang out with them on stage.
We can see if who are the guys. Maybe I shouldn't say that.
Okay.
Never mind. I don't want to sound like a jerk. And be like, who are those guys that we talk to all the
Too
time?
late. We've
Yeah.
interacted with a couple different
Yeah,
podcasts out
yeah,
there.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I just can't remember their names off the top of my head. But I
That's
think it'd be
okay.
cool if we got like one big podcast panel together.
Too many cooks, bro. Too many
Yeah,
cooks
Yeah,
in
you're
the
probably
kitchen.
right. Okay, just us three. Okay, but
Oh, that
You know.
see now that's terrifine.
yes, just you.
I
and
want
me.
it both ways.
You know what I really want? I want us to
But-
get the panel, and then when we get up there, I want us to be completely speechless.
Yeah.
Sit there in silence.
Wouldn't that be funny? No,
like, guys-
Scott has never had that problem in his life, and
we
he never
never
will.
expected to be here.
Yeah.
Britton's gonna sit down on the ground and
In
you
the fetal
can
position.
Stare at him as he's in the fetal position the entire time.
I'd be nervous, you guys.
Would you?
I don't like attention.
I know you don't, but we love you.
But look-
and
But
we
nobody
give you
would
our
sh-
attention.
Thank you.
Look how far you've come.
Yeah, look at you. Look at
There's
you now.
nobody in here but you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
but
your
you're not.
point?
You remember when you first started doing this?
You didn't
wanna do this at all.
You were so nervous.
Yeah,
Nah.
you were
And
like, I
now
don't want to
look
do
you.
this. I hate this.
I don't like my own voice.
And
That's part
now,
of the problem.
and now you're our biggest player. in
You're
this
like the
podcast.
leader.
Stop that,
You're like
will
the
you?
leader of the group.
You're
Oh my
you're the
goodness.
biggest player.
Wow.
You're the reason the show keeps going.
Yeah, you know how bad the show would be
Pressure's
if you weren't
on.
on it.
Yeah, honestly.
I've not been on it, and it's been great.
Remember when you went on vacation?
Yep.
How it was supposed to just be me and Zach, and then we scrambled to
You
get
got
like
as
3 other
many other people as you
We
could.
were just like, yo, let's fill this place up. And then last week, Zach bailed on us.
Well, I mean, it's miscommunication,
No.
really.
You bailed on us.
I was secretly wishing you guys would have done a one-on-one. I think it would have been
God,
fun.
no.
I was ready.
Yeah, I
It
bet
would
you
have
were.
I
lasted
was
20
ready.
minutes, and we
No.
would have just started talking about fart jokes for like the last 40.
That's what I was looking forward to.
So,
That's what everybody was looking for.
It would have been
and
hilarious.
then last week it was just you and me, and we
Yep.
were on a roll.
yeah,
And
unstoppable.
you killed it.
What are you talking about?
You are amazing, Britton.
I think you killed it.
Oh.
I brought the bullet points, and you brought the something. The fun.
I did something.
You brought the fun, and
Cool.
and it was a good combination.
Great. I'm glad that's what I brought.
Yep.
Anyways, let's continue on before we keep patting each other's. Never mind.
Whoa, man.
Sorry.
I was gonna say,
What
if
you
I
got?
usually I go to PAX every Monday.
Mhm.
If I go again this year,
Yes.
I will wait all day to get into a Cyberpunk.
Good luck.
77.
Cool,
and
you're gonna
everyone
have to.
else.
All day.
You and everyone else.
I do not care. I will wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Here's what you do, Zach.
Huh.
You get a media badge, and you can get in an hour early and head straight there.
It
You won't have
sounds
to
so-
wait all
that
day.
Sounds so difficult.
It does it?
Yeah,
It
it does.
doesn't hurt to apply. I'm not going to say you'll get one, but definitely apply. And here's the thing.
Apply for us too, though.
You're being genuine because if you get a media badge and you go play Cyberpunk, you're definitely going to come on the show and talk about it.
Oh yeah.
It's not like you're trying to cheese the system and get entitlement to things you don't deserve or haven't earned. You
Yeah.
definitely provide coverage.
Absolutely.
So don't feel bad doing it.
Yeah. I'm gonna
And
do it.
it's what is it? How much were the badges, Scott? $60
50,
a day?
57 for
A
a
single
day,
Ooh.
and then
That's more than
200
last year.
222 for a 4-day.
So if you can get a 4-day media badge for free, I think that's probably the way to go. I've been telling you guys this for a while now.
Luck.
I don't know.
Did you? Ever,
I've
you
had
got
one before. Yeah, when I wrote for Nintendo Wire,
Oh, how are those guys
they got
doing?
me a badge. They're doing well
Good.
by all accounts. I keep up with their news every now and then.
You
I
should
follow
bring
them
them
on
on the
Twitter.
show.
They've said they would. They're good.
Oh.
Are we still here?
Yeah, that was just my foot. It didn't-
Nice, man.
That
was so scary,
what
dude.
that was. That was
That was
my
the ghost
foot
in the machine.
hitting the speaker below us and turning it on.
Oh, cool. Okay,
All right.
cool.
All
Was
right.
it as loud as it sounded to
and
us?
I just kind of smacked it with my foot.
probably.
A couple
How,
times.
how are
No,
those lines looking in on
It wasn't
Audacity?
that bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it
right
wasn't
on.
that bad.
All
You'll
right,
just hear like a faint in the background.
Yeah, I'll bug those. I'll bug those guys again at some point.
Yeah.
They said they would do it,
Tell them
but
on
they
the show.
seem real busy. So I just always feel bad
God,
bothering
we'll
them.
never get it done because Britton is so unconfrontational.
Well, you know,
Uh-huh.
you know,
He'll
we
never
should-
ask.
You
It's
know what
true.
we need to
Plus,
do.
here's the thing, you guys.
Yeah.
Huh.
I hesitate to even talk about this. I went to PAX that year when I got the media badge and met
Oh,
up with them.
I
I
remember.
met them for the first time.
Yeah.
And we hung out most of the day, and they bought us dinner, me and the other guy that were there from Nintendo Wire.
Uh-huh.
And at the end of the day, they were like, "Do you guys want to come record an episode of the Nintendo Wire newscast with us?" And I was so
down.
terrified. You guys think I was nervous when we started doing this show?
Yeah.
These were already established podcasters.
Yeah.
And I had never done it before. And they're like, "Do you want to come be on the show?" To make matters worse, it was a video podcast.
Oh.
And
Ooh.
It was so nerve wracking. And
Did
I
you do
I did
it?
Yeah, I did it. I did
I want.
horribly.
We need to find it
Yo,
on the
we
internet.
need to find
I'm not
it.
going to tell you guys how to find it.
Oh,
we'll find it.
In
Don't
fact,
worry.
Sure.
In fact, I never watched it. because I knew how
We
bad
had
it
to
was.
find it. We had to find it after this.
I
and then
bet-
I get a live
I
reaction
bet,
from Brittin.
I bet you he turns blue.
Why did I tell you guys this?
I don't know.
Oh,
It's
dude, we're
great.
gonna live it up, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just go searching
whatever.
for it now.
All right.
Okay, cool.
I'll start.
Don't do it.
Yes, my man.
So that was my first podcasting experience,
Nice.
and I was thrown right into the frying pan.
Yeah,
it was
wow.
it was tough.
Well, we threw you into the frying pan when you started here.
You guys are just some dorks
Well,
I hang out with from work.
That
Well,
is
thanks.
true.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
true.
I
And we
mean
did
that
start-
lovingly. Don't
and we
feel
recorded
bad.
in my basement.
And we,
Yeah.
we started in a basement, so there's a little pressure off you there.
I wasn't at a media gaming event with professional media people recording their established show.
Did you have lights and was there a camera?
No, it wasn't quite that elaborate,
Oh,
but
okay.
they did a decent setup. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Man, why
One
did I,
day-
I'm
one
nervous
day
just
we'll be
thinking
there.
about that.
He's like sweating, like
Yeah.
his palms
They
are
said
all like
it-
clammy.
They said it went fine, but I think they were just being nice. It was bad.
Yeah,
Bad
probably,
news.
they probably were. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably just being nice.
I
I'm
w-
joking.
when
I
we were
love
done
you.
recording, I was like, guys, I don't think
Yo,
Yo,
this episode is going off.
we're
the
tearing this
rails.
studio apart.
Like, calm
I said,
down.
I don't think podcasting is for me.
I hit the microphone over here. You hit the speaker.
Jesus, I know.
This studio is going to be a crater by the time the episode is over.
I really like
man.
how last episode was really like cool, calm, collected, to the point,
And this
professional.
We were
episode's
professional,
like,
yeah.
Professional, and now.
This episode's just
Zach, this is what
garbage.
you bring to the table. So glad
I
you're
mean,
here.
doesn't make me feel good at all.
It should. It should.
Oh
we
my
need this.
God, I'm dying, dude.
Lightens the tension a
Okay,
little
yeah.
bit.
So if I went to PAX,
Oof.
I'd wait all day for
yeah,
Yeah.
dude, come to PAX. Story: Friday and Monday badges are still available.
Oh, that's crazy. I can't believe it.
Yo, just come Monday.
I'll think about it.
Come Monday,
Zach's
just to
coming Monday.
experience it.
I've experienced it.
I know, but like,
Plus, there's nothing I really want to play.
you haven't gone for X amount of years.
My biggest game of the year is
Yeah.
out before PAX.
What?
Super Mario Maker 2. It's out in like a week.
Eh.
There's nothing that's going to be at PAX that I'm dying to play. Pokemon's going to be there, but
Pokemon's-
I can wait to play Pokemon.
Wow.
Not chomping at the bit for Cyberpunk.
Wow. You don't want to.
So
You
I
don't want
know.
to play Cyberpunk?
I told you my thoughts on it. In fact, why don't we talk about Cyberpunk?
Okay.
Zach, you said you wanted to talk a bit about it. You sound real excited about it. And you watched the E3 coverage.
Yes.
Did you watch that presentation, the demo that they
Yeah.
showed at E3?
Yep.
Okay. What do you want to?
Looks
what do you wanna say
fantastic.
about
I don't know where the story's gonna go.
it? Okay.
I mean, it has Keanu Reeves in it,
It
dude.
does.
I mean, Keanu's all about good stories.
Yeah.
So I have to assume it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good story. I'm excited for the game. The first demo we saw looked a little bit more in depth, like more gameplay footage,
Sure.
which I really liked.
Keep in mind at E3 they were giving a demo, but it was behind closed doors and it was just to people that had
so
scheduled.
we saw in-game footage.
Right.
We didn't see gameplay.
Right. Yeah.
we'll
or it
see-
was like a cutscene kind of thing. Yeah.
But we'll see gameplay at
Yeah.
PAX.
And it was an extended gameplay segment, and you can go to all the major media outlets and read their coverage of what they thought about it. Nothing but praise. It sounds like people just unanimously adored the time they spent with it. So
Yeah.
should be great. Did you play The Witcher 3?
I didn't, and I want to though.
Okay.
Even though it's
I haven't
what,
either.
5 years old now. I
Not
think?
quite. It's getting older.
Don't worry, you can
3 or
play it on
4.
the Switch for a clean 720p.
Coming out on
experience.
Switch.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I don't think highly of that. It looks horrible on the
What?
Switch.
I think it looks fine.
I think part of it is visuals,
I think it looks fine.
but regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say that
so
about every Switch game.
I'm super excited for it. I can't
Yeah.
wait. That and Death Stranding, dude.
Death Stranding, and you don't have to wait long for that. That's out like right after PAX. October,
sure?
right? October?
I thought it was next year.
No,
Wait,
we got a release
wait,
date
so-
for Death Stranding. I'm pretty sure it's October.
I know we're a video
And we
game
talked about
podcast that doesn't know
this on the
anything.
show.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
So those are kind of your two big jams right now. Two
Yeah.
big exciting games.
I've been waiting
Cool.
for a Cyberpunk for like 2 years now, I
Mhm.
think. Just waiting and waiting and waiting for it to come out.
Yeah?
We're finally getting to that point.
They announced it really early.
They really did, yeah.
I see. That's why that's a problem.
I got everybody hyped up for it.
'Cause
But
it-
it's good though.
I know. It looks like they're going to
to
deliver.
That's a part of it.
Yeah.
Like when you're getting ready to go for a hike,
Yeah.
the exciting part isn't hiking.
Okay.
That sucks.
Okay.
But the exciting part is getting ready for the hike and going to the hike and the idea
Yeah,
of the
but when
hike.
we're talking 3-4 years away, it's hard to get excited. Like if I was planning a trip 3 years from now, I'd vaguely be looking forward to it, but I'm not going to be moment to moment excited about it.
I mean, a
you
year
know?
and a half ago, I could tell you for sure that I was excited for the game.
All right, fine, be that way. It goes both ways though. Look at Duke Nukem Forever. Look at
Oh my God.
look at The Last Guardian. Look at even the Final
True.
Fantasy VII remake.
That's true.
we just have to wait years and years to see anything, and then. Yeah, and then sometimes when these things come out, they don't deliver either.
Did you mention The Last Guardian?
I did.
Cool.
Look at Half-Life 3.
What's
That
that?
was announced such a long time ago.
I was gonna tell you something
wait,
funny
that never
about
happened.
that, but remind me later about that.
All right.
I on the way over here, I had a thought about
An epiphany.
about Ubisoft
Yep.
and what was their new Watchdog game? What was it called?
Legions.
It's dude, they really cheaped out on that.
Cheaped. Did you hear our conversation
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
There's
you
a
guys-
lot to dislike about that game, I think. What do you mean cheaped out, though?
Like, think about it. So the world is full of these kind of basic, kind of run-of-the-mill auto-generated characters, right?
Yep.
That you can recruit into the system.
Right.
Well, with that, it seems like they didn't put any effort into developing actual characters or like.
What about
a
Assassin
storyline.
Grandma?
That was really
It
funny.
was a boring, dorky, awkward bit that shouldn't have been in the show at all.
I agree.
Ubisoft's
so their
entire
big
press
thing
conference was a dorky,
Stop.
awkward
Be nice.
mix.
I don't think we touched on this, but you're talking about the fact that you can play any character in the game essentially, and there's no like central character that you're actually playing as with a deep, meaningful story of their own.
That's a part of it, right? When you look at like The Walking Dead, you get attached to these characters,
Mm-hmm.
or The Last of Us, you get attached to these characters, but you're not getting attached to somebody that's gonna get off. You're just gonna replace that with somebody with different assets and skills.
Maybe. Although counterpoint, Fire Emblem is a game with very rich lore and story and characters, and any character in that game can die and not be a part of the story anymore. But you totally get attached to these characters.
But
They're
you're
very well written.
You're comparing Fire Emblem to Watch Dogs.
I'm just comparing expendable characters to expendable characters and how
But these are
meaningful
expendable
they can be
characters
mean.
that can mean a lot to you, where in Watch Dogs, they're just generic.
We don't know that. Let's be fair.
Oh,
but
sorry.
To your point, I played Watch Dogs 1, and I didn't even care about the main
So
character
it was.
in that
I mean,
game.
it was their responsibility at their show to basically say, "Hey, this is what the game. This is this is what it is," and to present the idea of the game.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, we have the wrong idea of the game if if it's any good. So
Yeah. And it just looks like more of the same. And Watch Dogs has never been all that good. It's just very generic, boring mission structure.
yeah, you're talking about the scene and the setting.
Yeah.
And I completely agree with you on that. I think they kind of took it in the wrong direction. I think they could have been more unique.
Yeah. There's nothing remarkable about it whatsoever.
Not at all.
There's this mission in the first Watch Dogs that I remember the moment I stopped playing that game. It was a stealth driving mission. When you get in a car in a video game, it should be fun to drive around, right? And you should be able to go fast. Basically, this mission, it was nighttime, and they had you driving like one block at a time, very slow, very carefully. And there was these things flying overhead, like search planes with lights shining down, or helicopters. And you couldn't drive into the pools of light, but they were everywhere. So you had to drive insanely slow and meticulously down these dark alleyways and streets. And the mission took like 10 minutes. And if any of these lights saw you at any point, you failed the mission. You had to
It was
restart
over.
the whole thing. I was like, this is the least fun I've ever had playing a video game. I'm out.
And then you sold it.
Probably.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds about right.
So that affects my opinion of all Watch Dogs stuff going forward too, obviously.
I mean, I remember like the biggest thing coming out of it. Remember when they first announced Watch Dogs and their E3 trailer was like super nice and pretty?
Yeah.
And then the game came out and people compared the two and it looked like garbage.
That happens, yeah.
Yep.
That's a problem.
You shouldn't fake out your audience by putting on a nice couple gleams of paint on your game just for it to peel off when you release it.
It's
Like,
true.
That's dumb.
It's true.
And so, like, just from that fact, I was really excited for Watch Dogs when it first got announced.
A lot of people were. Yeah.
And then I saw that, and I was like, well, if this is what they're going to do to their game, I don't want to play it.
Yep.
And I never played it.
Yep.
Never picked it up.
I've said it before. I had the same experience with BioShock Infinite.
Yeah.
The very first demonstration for BioShock Infinite, it looked like first-person gameplay, but you could tell it was kind of like overly polished.
Yeah.
And it looked a little better than it should have looked.
Yeah.
And that gameplay sequence they showed just looked mind-blowing. And then when the game finally came out, a couple years after we saw that, it did not deliver on that promise from the initial trailer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was really disappointed.
I mean,
because I wanted
Infinite
that
was
game.
still really, really good, but
That game had
I
a
see
pretty
what you're saying.
troubled development cycle
Yeah.
and money issues and stuff. So I get why they had to make cuts and change things, but
It's
Sad.
even a bigger bummer. We didn't even get a word, an announcement, a whisper of Splinter Cell.
I know nothing.
Nothing.
Just go play some old ones. There's lots of Splinter Cell
They
games.
could have said Splinter Cell 2021, and everybody would have lost their mind. We don't know what the game would be about,
It's true.
and everyone would still freak out about it. And that was their opportunity to kind of take E3. They blew it.
They announced a
Did you
couple.
see their
They
mobile
announced
game?
3 new games.
Yeah, no,
their
please,
their
no.
Tom Clancy mobile game that looks like a PS1 game. That thing is straight garbage looking. Like I get it, you're doing it on a phone, but you're making it look like it came from the PlayStation 1.
Yeah,
It looks like trash.
yeah.
Like, gosh,
mean,
dang it.
I
No
mean,
one cares about mobile games. Like,
now-
realistically.
Now it's just an avenue, like a revenue avenue.
Oh,
Revenue
absolutely.
Avenue.
Yeah, people are just like, oh, gotta put my hand in the cookie jar.
Yep.
Gotta make a mobile game. Slap. Wouldn't Nintendo was making
Nin-
another
nin-
Nintendo was making another mobile game. I don't remember what
Oh
it
yeah,
was.
Dr. Mario World.
Yeah,
is
but like,
coming out in July.
those are all like really classic games, and they're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, they
Like,
work well.
Mario Run was literally just Mario running through a level.
I really like that game.
Yeah,
it was good.
I heard the
Fire-
Fire Emblem game was true to Fire Emblem games.
Yeah, went
like
over
these
pretty
were
well.
games that are what they are, and they're exactly what you would expect them to be.
They're running a beta, I think, of Mario Kart right now too. Mario Kart Tour in
Cool.
some other countries. I don't think it's available in the U.S.
Why
yet.
would it
but,
be?
But there's footage out there. It looks great, and it sounds like it controls well. Of course, there's some microtransaction and gotcha type stuff in
course.
it, but it looks functionally like a fun game to play.
It's
So
just
you
frustrating.
can do mobile decently if you're trying, but some companies they're just like, how can I make as much money off this as possible?
Yeah.
Without
Yeah.
offering much of an experience.
And they just pump out the game with like little production value and
It's not
not
cool.
a lot of work.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And they're
It's the
like,
nature
let's
of the
use the
business.
PlayStation 1 engine.
Guys,
We really
we're
want
I'm sorry that we're so critical of mobile games, but time and time
They're
again,
dumb.
we haven't been really impressed by.
Yeah, there's
The
very
mobile
few
platform.
exceptions.
You want to know? You want to know what probably my favorite mobile game was Infinity Blade.
Let's all say our favorite mobile games. Infinity Blade's a good one. I played a lot of that.
Yeah.
Did you play the sequel?
Yes.
Are we gonna do like a 1, 2, 3 or just
No, like-
No,
I
we'll
said-
just take turns.
Okay.
But like this was a game that was released back when I think it was like iPhone 5 or 6.
A long time. Oh,
lo-
before that even.
Yeah, probably before that.
Yep.
And it looked great.
Yeah,
And it
it's an
still looks
Unreal
great.
Engine game, and a part of the reason it turned out well and was a quality product, I think, is you just paid like $5 for it and you owned it. I think there
Yeah.
was maybe a few microtransactions in there if you wanted to like speed up your progress, but it was a fully functional experience out of the box because you bought the product up front.
Well, out of the phone.
It
but
wasn't
yeah.
like free with a bunch of stupid microtransactions.
Yeah.
Out of the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What?
like that game too. Good call.
What's yours?
Mine is Threes.
3s?
It's a very, very simple little number-based puzzle game, and
Okay.
I've played a lot of it. I've played hours of it.
I'm downloading it right now.
It's a great game.
Is it just called 3s?
Yeah, so
Okay.
simple. And then shout out to Dungeon Raid too. It's a puzzle RPG dungeon crawler that I played a lot of. It's a great game. I don't know if that's still out there or not. That was a long time ago that I played that.
Is it?
Threes is one of those games you can just fire up anywhere, no matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
Play it with one hand, knock out a board, and go for a high score, and that's it.
There's a paid version and then there is a free version.
How much does Threes cost these days?
$5.99.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Because all these games back when I first downloaded them were like 99 cents.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Just try the free version.
Okay.
See
will
if you
do.
like it.
I'm downloading it right now. I'm gonna play it while you guys talk about the next thing that you're gonna talk about.
No.
Okay.
Talk with us.
Yes, sir.
What's the next thing? Oh, wait, Zach.
Zach,
What's your favorite
forget
mobile
you.
game?
I was trying to find the name, but basically it was like a Queen game, but it's called Rain.
Okay.
It's called Rain, and you basically it's a kind of puzzle question game, and you swipe left or right to make certain decisions, and you basically have to try and survive as long as possible.
Okay.
And you have to basically stop from having like disease overtake you, or having, because you're playing a queen, have your population revolt against you.
Okay.
And you're basically just swiping left or right, trying to make the right decisions. But after every game, you keep learning, keep trying to go farther and farther. But I played that. They came out with another Rain version, and then one year at PAX, I went and showed up, and they had their new game, up at PAX. It was just like a giant phone screen that was like 10 feet tall.
Okay.
And you basically swipe left or right on the screen
Oh, okay.
to play it.
You still fire that up every once in a while?
I don't.
It's been a little while.
I don't. But that's
sounds
the
cool.
one that's like very forefront of my mind.
Got it. See, mobile companies, take note. You can make some good games if you try.
Can I talk about something that just appeared on my Facebook timeline?
Okay.
Okay. This is a sponsored. This is a real thing. This
Okay.
is a sponsored post by this company.
Okay.
This is a music festival and gaming festival together. Here's the lineup: Marshmello, Ninja, Logic, Jacksepticeye, Snoop Dogg, Soda Poppin', Alan Walker, Lindsey Sterling, Dr.
Wow.
Lupo. These are
I know every single name.
Yeah,
every name
wow.
that's there.
these are music artists and gaming people. What?
What's it called?
It's called Metarama.
Where is it?
It's in the Las Vegas Festival grounds.
Oh, man.
And it's October 19th to the 20th.
This year, huh?
Yeah. It's going to have Overwatch League games there. Mm-hmm. And then like League of Legends Pro
That's wild.
Yeah, what?
Because we didn't have enough gaming events going
No,
on.
but like why? What?
You don't see the crossover?
No.
Between I mean, Marshmallow's dabbled in game events over the years.
I mean, so like
I don't know about Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, like
I
what?
don't know what the connection to be made there is.
I don't know. It's
Lindsey Sterling obviously covers video game stuff.
yeah, but like still, like it's such a weird. Like, what is Ninja gonna do? Is he just
He's
gonna
gonna
be
play
there?
some Fortnite.
He's
Yeah.
gonna be
He's
there.
just gonna be there.
He's gonna be there while Marshmello like plays a rave in the background.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude,
Yeah,
let's
you
be
got it.
honest though.
oh my god.
It wouldn't not be cool to meet Ninja.
There's
I don't know anything about
I
Fortnite,
can tell
so
you
no, not really.
about. I could tell you. I could give you 100 names of people I would rather meet before I met Ninja. I think Ninja's a man. I love Ninja so much. He's such a great guy, man. Such a humble dude. Not a jerk at all.
We don't know him personally, so
Yeah,
who knows?
Yeah.
But
he doesn't threaten to call up Epic Games to get people banned just because they play against him in Fortnite. That doesn't happen at all.
Fortnite is my game. You dare challenge me?
He is pretty good.
Yeah.
I hate you guys. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on to what?
I don't know.
There's nothing else.
My runner up, the challenge reign
Uh-huh.
for best mobile game
Yeah.
is a game called Auto Chess.
You
Oh
just
my god,
raving about that game.
Dude, it
Shut
is
up.
So
You're not even playing the right version.
so good.
Oh my god.
So good.
What do you want to say about it?
I don't really know if I have any opinions.
Okay.
I mean, I can describe it, but
Mhm.
it's basically
It's kind of hard to describe.
It is. It's a chess-based hero game with a bunch of different heroes with different powers,
Mhm.
and you combine these heroes and their skill sets to basically play against other people. You have a queue of 9 to 10 people,
Mhm.
and then every time you lose a match, your health goes down, and then the last person standing wins.
Okay.
So it's kind of in like a battle royale sense, but not the exact same.
Okay.
This is a Dota game, by the way. Like, this is a Dota mod, not just something someone made up out of the blue.
Yeah.
But I mean, porting it to mobile is probably a smart idea.
Well, that's what Valve is doing.
Oh, are they?
They took the assets from the game basically and made their own version, quote unquote, which
Okay.
is weird because they already had a version of it on their client. But whatever, that's besides the point. Yeah, they're making their actual own auto chess game, a Valve software game coming to mobile called Auto Chess. We haven't even seen it. I'm playing the beta. It's a lot of fun.
I've given up on Valve
Is
making
it
anything
the
cool.
same thing I'm playing, or is it
Yours is
different
garbage looking.
A different auto chess.
Yours is garbage
Oh,
looking.
okay, all right,
Yeah.
well.
I gotta be honest with you. Yours looks
Well,
like trash.
I know, yeah,
I'll
hear
give you. I have a free beta code if you want one.
Yeah, send it my way.
Okay,
my
I
guy.
got you, my friend.
All right.
Brittin, I'll send you one too. I know you won't play it, but I'll give it to you anyway. And then
Okay.
I'll probably give the same code to someone else, and it still won't be active. So there's that.
Sounds good to me.
Yep. So we got about 17 minutes to burn. What do you guys want to talk about?
Ooh, let's
Man,
see. We could talk about games we've been
Have
playing.
we ever
I got a game.
struggled this much?
Well, I don't
before?
think
I'm
we're,
not
we're not.
Speak for
struggling.
yourself, dude.
Okay, sorry.
Quit struggling over there.
My
Zach and I
bad.
are fine.
Okay.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
we're
your
just
problem
chilling.
is.
Okay.
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 Okay. Okay, guys.
Let me rein it in here.
Would you?
So I've been playing Overwatch a lot recently.
Me too.
Okay.
You have. That's right. You've been getting back into it. I'm
Yeah.
very proud of you for that.
Thank you.
And then
Get a PC so we can play it together.
Oh man, boy, I would love to.
Great.
We would run the world.
It's a good
You've
thought.
been talking about getting a PC for like as long as I've known you.
I-
Zach. What's going on?
I know. I need to get one.
Just get one.
I need to.
He's waiting for someone else to buy it for him.
I gotcha.
Exactly. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
It's a big ass.
My man.
So playing a lot of Overwatch. There's a lot of Overwatch news coming. We've heard rumors about Overwatch 2. We don't know exactly.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We don't know whether or not. We kind of ruled out that it's going to be another PvP competitive shooter. Because it wouldn't make any sense to develop all the assets and make all the progress we have in this game and then just come out with a new one. So, besides the point is that it might be a story mode.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been playing a lot recently, and in typical Overwatch fashion, they started like leaking new stuff about the new hero. But instead of going with like a cinematic or little clues or images that they put on Twitter, they released a 20-page story.
Oh my god.
About Baptiste, and it's called "What You Left Behind." And it was written by a writer that they brought on staff, and she's written multiple books and won a bunch of awards. But her name is Alyssa Wong.
Okay.
But I found out about the story, and I was like, oh man, that's cool. I didn't know they had like full stories. I know they have comics and stuff like that. But I sat down and read the story. I was like, this is so good. I love everything about it. And I was like, I am dying for a full Overwatch novel.
That's cool, but don't you think they should have done something more substantial than just a little written piece?
Absolutely not, because everything.
Some of the best stuff is coming from the written pieces.
Everything. This written piece blows everything out of the water. The cinematics, the comics, the little animations. We haven't got a cinematic in a long time.
Yeah.
So
Ash and McCree was the last one.
The detail that they go in, like the story, how it's written, is so good.
Wow, I'm surprised.
That I want a full
You want a novel? Have you
novel.
Have you ever read a video game novel adaptation? There's tons and tons of them out there.
Go read Ready Player One.
Yeah.
No, I mean like actual video game franchises. Yeah. There's Witcher novels. There's BioShock novels. There's all kinds of stuff like that.
Do they hold over very well?
Some of them people really like.
Yeah.
I've never read any, so I couldn't tell you.
But I was dying for it. I was dying for it. Read it, loved it. But they also hinted at a new hero that could be possibly coming to the game, because it went to extensive detail about the character.
From an outside perspective, I don't see anything about Overwatch that screams story, so I'm surprised that you're so invested in the characters and the story.
There's lore.
It's actually funny because
it's an arena shooter.
Yeah, but that's where the funny thing is that all the like lore and stuff takes place outside of that.
Yeah, it's weird to me that there's no lore in the game, but all this lore exists.
Yeah.
Like none of it exists within the actual gameplay.
Yeah. It's great though.
Interesting.
I love it like that.
I guess
it doesn't clog up the game.
MOBAs are like that too, right?
Yes,
they write
MOBAs
tons of lore for these characters, but none of it takes place while you're actually playing.
Nope.
Yeah, it's so
maybe
weird.
Voice lines here and there, but besides that,
I've just never played a game like that before.
It's a really cool part. It's like you'll hop into a game and different characters will interact differently,
talk to each other,
and talk to each other, and you'll get little snippets and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay.
It's really cool.
Neat. So when's Overwatch 2 coming out?
We don't know, but that's the exciting part. Is
I can tell you a little something about Overwatch 2.
What's that?
So I went to a convention last weekend, and I met the voice actors from Mercy, Sombra, and Symmetra.
Oh yeah,
and
that's right.
I went to a panel of theirs, and someone asked about Overwatch 2, and they said nothing.
Voice actors, yeah, they could get in huge trouble.
But it was great because they're like, yeah, there's little red dots on our foreheads, so we have to be kind of careful about what we say. So,
nice.
So it sounded like the original voice actors are going to be a part of this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I think right now Blizzard's main focus game projects are Overwatch and Diablo. Those are by far their two best-selling franchises.
Yeah.
What are you laughing about?
Keep going.
So I think it's very likely we'll see an Overwatch 2 within the next couple of years, and then we already know Diablo 4 is coming. What?
Diablo Mobile's coming.
No, Diablo 4 has been
announced. You all have
announced.
phones, don't you?
Diablo 4 has been announced.
Yeah.
It was announced like a year and a half ago, if I'm not mistaken.
People want Diablo 4. They don't want a mobile game.
And do you know how well Diablo 3 sold? It's Blizzard's best-selling game, I think, outside of Overwatch.
Of all time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it did very, very well for them. And they've released it on like every platform since its initial release on PC. So it just keeps selling and keeps selling. I bought it on Switch. Guilty. but it's one of their biggest franchises, so they're definitely working hard on that.
I honestly really tried to play Diablo 3 and I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah?
I don't know. Maybe I'm not into the dungeon crawlers like that, like top-down dungeon crawlers.
There's more to it than that. It's not just it's a different genre. It's like
Sorry.
hack and slash
The top-down
loot game.
the loot.
Because if you just say dungeon crawler, you could mean all kinds
How
of
about
different
the
games.
looter crawler?
Looter crawler. Yeah,
Yeah.
there it is.
The looter.
But
There's got to be a term for it.
Hey,
I'm just
speaking
drawing
of
a blank.
looting,
What?
what am I excited for?
Yeah, I
what's
do.
that?
Borderlands.
Will you
3.
stop?
I bring it up every single
I don't
time
think-
I see Brittin.
I don't think I've interacted with you once in the past 3 months without you bringing up
Nope.
Borderlands 3.
Nope.
It's so funny.
Not at all. I'm really excited for it.
You even mentioned it on the show last week.
Yep.
Even though it wasn't at E3 at
Yep.
all.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. They showed a big chunk of gameplay.
yeah, they
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
You fool.
Yeah, I missed that.
did. I went
Stop.
back. I went back and played Borderlands 2, or have been playing Borderlands.
cool.
2.
Hey, do you want to play?
That's a
with
good
me?
game.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Cool. Can you get a computer?
That's asking
Thanks,
a lot.
Ed.
Never gonna happen.
Hey,
No.
if you save $50 a month for a year, you can get an awesome PC.
I got other priorities,
$50.
but I still want a PC.
Come
you
on
know?
now.
He doesn't want to put the effort into saving for it.
About
he just
a-
wants
I
the
just want it to
gratification.
happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
It's not gonna just happen. Sorry, man.
I mean,
just skip
do you know
EDC
that?
next year and buy a PC.
I'm sorry.
Absolutely
Excuse
not.
me.
Not an option.
I'm sorry.
He's off the show.
I was
That's
like,
it.
yeah, he's done.
Get him out of
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
This show's no longer about video games. It's about music.
Whoa.
Yeah. Get out.
Electronic
No,
dance.
seriously,
Electronic dance music.
Seriously, get out.
Okay.
But when it comes to Overwatch story mode,
Mm-hmm.
dude, if we get
Please.
full-fledged story with character interaction, animations, dialogue, and dude, like full story mode.
Animated shorts.
Do you think Overwatch 2 could be something other than just an arena shooter?
It's not going to be an arena shooter. It's going to
It's
be
not.
PvE. It's going to be PvE. It's going to be story
Really?
mode. Yeah.
'Cause
it's
you
not
guys-
going to be arena shooter because all the work they put into this game would be nixed, and then
Wow.
you would have a divided fan base.
Oh, they can't replace Overwatch 1 is what you're saying, right?
No.
It needs to be something different entirely.
Yep.
Are you familiar with the origins of Overwatch 1, Zach?
I mean, what do you mean?
Do you know how
Like,
that game started
I know
and
it-
how development went early on in
I
that
know they
project?
had a game that they nixed, and they
Yeah.
started remaking it.
Yeah, for like 5 years or so, we knew of a project called Titan
Uh-huh.
that Blizzard was working on that was rumored to be like the WoW killer, the next WoW, essentially. So an MMORPG. And we knew it was kind of a shooter, a first-person take on an MMO. But by the time we actually saw anything, they had canned the idea of making an MMO and revealed that it was just going to be kind of a more focused shooter experience instead, and it became Overwatch. But they initially had much, much bigger plans for that franchise. So maybe ever since they released Overwatch, they've kept working toward something bigger, something greater that they wanted to do with those characters in that world.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
I mean, and to be honest, it's all speculation. We don't really know.
No,
we
it's
don't
true.
really know. So,
It's true.
but I think that's where everybody's leaning, and then that's what we're all hoping for.
What if it's an MMO shooter? It'd be
I'm not going to be playing it.
It'd be weird to have hero units in an MMO though. You pick from like what, 16 different characters? If everybody in this massive online world is one of 16 characters, it doesn't make much sense.
Yeah.
You kind of need character creation so you can make a unique character and develop them yourself, you know?
Be like an arena thing.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who
But
knows?
story mode is what we're rooting for.
Story. Okay. It's
Yeah.
got to be online though, at least multiplayer cooperative, you know?
Yeah.
Because you would never have just like a single player story experience in Overwatch, I don't think.
Why? Why wouldn't you?
Because
And
Overwatch
I-
isn't
to be honest,
so ingrained in being an online experience.
Absolutely not.
No?
No, if you were invested in the game,
Mm-hmm.
as a lot of people are, you would understand. You would have seen the lore, understood the lore, and
Yeah.
played the game so much that you want more. Like you,
Okay.
you know where all some of the dots like fall,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of it isn't connected. So it has the possibility to be a really good story.
Okay.
But they just need to connect everything.
Well, I hope they make it a viable jumping off point for people that were not interested in arena shooter stuff, but would like to play a cool, like maybe RPG experience or a story driven
Absolutely. Yeah,
shooter.
That'd be so good.
I'd play it.
That'd be so good.
That sounds way
I
more
would
interesting to me.
love that. I would love if you played that. Then we could talk
It sounds
about
cool.
it.
I've always liked the look of Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
I've liked the idea of these unique characters with a lot of personality. I'm just not that into multiplayer competitive shooters.
Yeah.
There's very few of them that I care about and that I play.
Even though you haven't seen or played, would you read that story?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think you should. You should tell me
If
what
I
you
have
think.
no frame of reference for any of these characters, would it still mean something to me?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can just jump in.
Every character is kind of like their own entity,
Yeah.
and the fact that they interact just makes it better.
Yeah,
Okay.
they literally are. They're their own thing with their own background, their own stories, and their own world.
Okay.
Yeah, their own life.
Yep.
They're
Gotcha.
real people.
Hey,
Hey,
how much time we got?
enough. How
How
about 5 minutes? How about 6 minutes?
something I forgot to talk about when we were talking about Keanu earlier.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
bringing it back.
So he's done a lot of work for this game. He's been recording a lot of content, and it sounds like his role is substantial. When I first saw him on stage talking about it, and he was revealed as a character in the game, I was like, cool, he'll make a 5-minute cameo, and it's just, just to get people, a few extra players that are interested in him as an actor to come and check this game out.
Yeah,
But that's not the case. Like, did you guys play, Scott, I'm sure you did, you played Oblivion?
of course.
So they touted that Patrick Stewart was going to be a character in that game, right? He's Uriel Septim. He's like
Yeah.
the leader of this city.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And so you play the game, and he's in about what 8
5
minutes?
minutes?
8 minutes of that game.
found out they ran out of budget to afford it.
So yeah, he's like
Not
a
really,
very
but-
prolific actor. We're all excited to see him in this game. He's in the first couple minutes of the game, no
And then he's
joke.
dead.
And then he dies, and you never see him again.
Yep.
So this involving a big celebrity like this in this game, I was like, cool, it'll be a cameo basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is not the case. He's going to be in this game a lot.
It's like Norman
So
Reedus
you're
in Death Stranding.
telling me
Yeah.
I'm gonna be hanging out and spending time with Keanu Reeves.
You are. You're going to get to know him. Here's
On a
what
personal level.
Here's what CD Projekt Red told IGN. Keanu Reeves, Johnny Silverhand, that's his character's name, has more lines of dialogue than any other character in Cyberpunk 2077.
Well, I mean, if they're paying him to be there,
Yeah. Oh, sorry. With the exception of the player character. So I guess the main character that you play as does have a voice in this game. It's not like a silent
What?
protagonist kind of thing.
Who
But-
would have thought?
that
But,
never happens.
Yeah, I was really surprised to see that. He's doing a lot of work for this project. I don't know. Thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
Because oftentimes you'll have celebrities just make a quick cameo just to get more people in the seats, and
Yeah.
then they don't show up again for the rest of the game. So.
Yeah.
Well, because last week you guys talked about John Bernthal,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
In Breakpoint.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty central character in that
He
game
is,
too.
Yeah. Yeah, and it definitely fits like his MO and the characters he's been playing lately. 'Cause he's played like Punisher.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
He's
that.
played the Punisher and
Yep.
a bunch of different roles. So he
Yeah.
plays the tough guy a lot. So he has a big part as well.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
These celebrities that are doing this probably like video games, so it's not a stretch that they would be drawn toward a video game project, and want to spend time working on it, just like they do with film.
Yeah. And
So I like that.
I think last week you guys were talking about Keanu on stage and talking about Cyberpunk and everything like that. But
Yep.
he seemed genuine and
Yeah.
excited and
Yeah.
everything, you know.
I'd say so, and that obviously proves true because he's in the game a lot,
Yeah.
from what they're saying.
It was
That's all.
funny. It was funny though. It was really weird in Ubisoft's presentation when John Bernthal came out and was talking about Breakpoint. He was talking about Breakpoint in character and in the third person, right?
And
And it really threw me off.
it was interesting.
Yeah.
He was that character on stage.
He was
It's
that
like he
character on
wasn't
stage.
John Bernthal. He was his character from the game,
Yeah.
talking about his presence in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
It was convincing.
Was it?
I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah.
He seemed very personally invested in the work he was doing in that
Yeah.
project.
Well, he's also
Which I
a
appreciated.
really good actor though.
Scott was like, "Who is this guy?" I don't even know.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was.
He seems like a good actor. I've only seen him in The Walking Dead, and he was fine
The
in
Punisher is an excellent series.
that. Got it.
Yeah, it's really
Okay.
good.
Never
Cool.
watched it. Hey guys,
Scott, do you have a question for us this week?
do you have a question for us this week?
I asked you first.
Do you have a question, Zach?
I don't. Do you?
Nope.
Well, think of something.
Okay.
We're gonna sit here in silence until you come up with a question.
We're not
Okay.
gonna do that. That's an old bit that I'm really tired of.
You're the one that usually says it,
What? This is here in
sitting in
silence?
silence.
Is it?
So let me use it one time.
Here, let me just Google something really generic.
Don't do that. That's fine. No question. No questions asked.
I was gonna say.
What did we talk? We talked about Overwatch.
How many different colors?
This is not video game related.
Has the PlayStation 4 come in?
Oh wow,
That's such a dumb question.
that's pretty
God,
dumb.
that's a dumb
You're not gonna be able to
question.
figure that out either.
Oh, definitely.
Here's a
be
good
able to.
question.
Okay.
Do you like video games?
Not really.
Okay.
In fact, the show is over.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Wow,
Hey,
that,
think of a PAX question.
Oh, okay.
What was the first PAX and where was it held?
No, we already did that basically last week.
We did?
Yeah, you asked the same thing about E3.
It's that or nothing. Do you want a question at all, or do you want no question?
I want a
roll with
question.
that.
All right, if you can
Hey.
think of a better PAX question, by
Okay.
all means. But
Okay.
that's my PAX
Okay.
question. Okay, go ahead.
How many years was it that they didn't have 4-day passes for?
That's lame.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's lame.
Okay. What's the answer then?
Probably 4.
Shut up. You don't know.
We're at each
You're,
other's
you're
throats.
really hostile here.
I
Shut
know.
up. I'll
We
kill
got
you.
Scott. We got along so great last week, and now there's just nothing.
I know
but
this feels really
anger.
bad because you guys did so well last week.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna step back. This is my official
Zach,
resignation.
Zach, don't you
of the
dare.
show. You guys don't need me.
We just need a little structure. That's all.
Yeah,
We had
right.
nothing on the dock, so we
you guys
decided to
were
wing it.
really good, like so good last week. That this feels so bad.
Scott, do you want to apply for IGN with me?
Sure.
Since
Yeah,
we're
you-
clearly
yeah,
video game professionals.
yeah. You two. Can
I'd rather be at Kotaku, but yeah.
PAX. How many games are going to be at PAX this year?
No,
It's a bad question.
I'm gonna have a list of all the questions that we came up with just now.
Yeah, you should do that.
hang on. I actually do have a question.
It's probably bad.
I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find the answer.
Who was the keynote speaker in 2012?
How
gonna-
many?
I'm
How
gonna,
many?
say, I'm gonna say there's 8
Okay.
different colored PS5
I
and
have-
PS4s.
We
I have a question.
need
Are
answers
you
to
ready?
all these
Are you
questions.
ready?
Yeah.
So the first PAX was held in 2004.
Okay.
How many people were in attendance?
Okay. And can we add where was it held?
Sure.
You don't want to do that?
Sure, why not?
27,000.
Okay. It was in Bellevue.
It was at the Kingdom.
It was in Bellevue. And there were 800 people there. About 800 people were at the
800
show.
people in Bellingham?
I thought it was Bellevue.
Whatever.
I don't think it was Bellingham.
Same thing.
Could have been Bellingham.
No, it wasn't,
Started with a bell
it wasn't Bellingham.
and it ended with a ham.
I assure you. And what did you say?
It was
27,000 Kingdom.
the Kingdom. It was really small, Zach. I'll give you a
pretty
hint. It
sure-
was really small.
I'm pretty sure the Kingdom wasn't even around back
Hey,
in
we're
2000s.
playing prices right here.
Sorry,
you know?
you're right. My bad.
$1.
I guess $1, Drew. $1. I guess I'll give you guys the answer next week if I
Drew.
find the answers.
Well, if you remember.
Bob.
Yeah, if
Come
I
on.
remember. Well, says you. Says you. Don't even at me, bro. Don't even at me.
Guys, welcome to
Welcome. You mean goodbye?
Oh my gosh.
It's been a pleasure.
Hey guys, thank you so much
There
for
it is.
listening. As always, don't forget to check us out on the social medias: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Don't forget to check us out on iTunes, which is the big one. Leave us a
Please
rating,
do.
leave us a comment. We love your faces, and of course, thank you to nwccradio.com.
Thank you so much.
So much for letting
And
us
hey,
use you in the
guys,
studio.
It's not always like this.
No, we go back and forth.
It's a good
true.
95% like this.
No way,
I
man.
would say like 30, 70.
Yeah, and this is the 30.
This
Oh,
is the
okay.
30.
When we
Got
don't know, when we have no idea what we're doing, and we're just
I feel like
wandering
we never
aimlessly.
know what we're doing.
I disagree.
I mean, sometimes
Respectfully.
we have points and objectives.
I'll
and-
say 60-50.
That's not how math works. 60-50.
From Zach,
Okay.
Bye.
Brittin,
See you guys.
and I'm Scott. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
The pharmacy is now closed.